The best way to describe Farmers Union is family. And it started out building co-ops, and now we advocate for family farmers and ranchers in rural communities.
South Dakota Farmers Union is run by producers like myself and family farmers from across the state, and that's what makes it such a great organization.
Farmers Union is a network of friends and colleagues that it's not just a group that you go to a meeting every month or every quarter. It's more folks that you can lean on when you have an issue on the farm or in your operation. You can call up on them and talk to them about it because they have, more than likely, somebody's got the same problem and you can find a solution together.
Well, the Farmers Union is one of those wonderful grassroots organizations that people can really get involved in and go somewhere with it and get things accomplished. That means guys like me down here at the county level can come up with ideas, take them on to the state, and the state can take them on to the nation.
South Dakota Farmers Union was instrumental in starting the co-ops in our state, understanding that farmers needed to join together to be able to market and purchase goods.
I think co-ops are probably more necessary today than they've ever been in the past because our corporate structure is getting so big and so removed from what agriculture is.
You know, we're only 2% of the population anymore. There are a lot of issues that are trying to come against the farm and be negative to the farm. We need someone that's willing to go out and represent us and speak for us and give them the facts. A lot of times they don't understand what we're up against or what we're trying to accomplish.
I believe co-ops are very viable today because they are different than corporations, and the biggest difference is that I am an owner in my cooperative.
Amber and I are members of the Farmers Union Enterprises Leadership Program, and through that we've learned how to effectively run meetings and how to deal with people with differing opinions.
For me personally, being involved in the Farmers Union Leadership Program has helped me to be maybe a little more confident as a speaker, maybe finding ways to speak up and say what needs to be said in a group of people. And also, it's also helped me understand more of what Farmers Union is about and what our role is in Washington, and how being involved in that is very important for our family here on the farm. We need to get these people that are so active in the farm to take a moment to get educated about Farmers Union.
I have two sons, and they both went through the whole camping program. Both of them were jacks, and one was a SAC, and one was on the NIACS, which is the National Board for the Youth. And so the education process of Farmers Union has been real important to my family.
The South Dakota Farmers Union Leadership Program really helped me connect with other young professionals across the state and be able to talk about issues related to agriculture, rural America, and develop my skill sets in advocating for all of those issues.
And then once they realize the benefit and get more involved, I think they want to be there and they want to speak up. I think the leadership program gives them a good chance to get their feet wet and get in there and realize the benefits of being involved.
I've been going to South Dakota Farmers Union camps since the 4th grade. The camps are great for everybody. They're great for adults too, little kids learning new skills. I've learned leadership skills. I've learned that cooperation and teamwork, working together can really help each other out in times of need. I can regroup with people that I don't get to see very often. They wouldn't even be considered just friends. They're considered family to us.
Farmers Union does a lot to support women. They recognize the value of women in the farming operation. You're not just a sideline, you are a part of the farm team. One of the first things I was able to do with Farmers Union was attend the National Farmers Union Women's Conference. It was in Florida, which that wasn't a bad thing, but there were women there from throughout the country. I learned a lot about raising fruits and vegetables in Pennsylvania. I learned about livestock production in western South Dakota, people I had never met before. We all have a different perspective on agriculture, and we were able to share it and work things out. One of the other things I've been able to do was attend the Women in Blue Jeans Conference in Mitchell. There were women there from throughout the state of South Dakota. There are crafts, there are learning programs, estate planning, it was all there. And then we also had the networking opportunities where we were able to learn more about each other and share our stories. You learn things about yourself, about how other people do their operations, even how to make a little jewelry.
Early on in my career, I learned that you had to stand up and speak up for yourself. And the Farmers Union gives you an opportunity to do that.
Well, Farmers Union provides access to politicians, to events, to national government. That's how you can be part of the process. It put me in places that I didn't have access to before, and it put me in front of people that I've never would have had a chance to be in front of.
Anytime you can go together as a group, and the group as a voting bloc, it will emphasize a lot more. Politicians are always interested in either where the money is or where the votes are. Yeah, and if you've got more people, you've got more votes. You go into farming not for the money, but for the lifestyle. There's no better place to raise your family and raise your kids. It's hard work, but it's rewarding in and of itself.
Joining South Dakota Farmers Union would allow your voice to be heard louder.
I think the benefits of being in Farmers Union is when you have access to others, you gain confidence, you gain knowledge, you gain experience. And those are things that when you work in a business that's as isolated as this, those are invaluable to people that are producers.
We got to tell our story so people understand that we are doing things right. We are the biggest conservationists in the world.
I think people should join South Dakota Farmers Union to have a voice politically and to be a one organization grouped together so that we can put a front up to everyone of what farmers need in South Dakota.
Rural communities are very important. Join us in having your voice be heard.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us in protecting family farms and ranches. Join the South Dakota Farmers Union.
We are South Dakota Farmers Union.
That was fun.
Uh-huh.